It's July, and this is the Library Roadshow. On the show today, summer programs, smart leadership, and exciting news about the Jones Creek Regional Branch Library. Welcome to the July edition of the Library Roadshow. I'm Mary Stein, and this is a production of your East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Our summer reading program, A Universe of Stories, is going full blast. We've already logged in hundreds of free programs and events, and we're not stopping now. In keeping with the 50th anniversary of the lunar landing, we're inviting everyone to join us on July 16th as we help the U.S. Space and Rocket Center to go for a world record for simultaneous launches of paper rockets. We'll show you how. Keeping to our space theme, some new performers include Yoga's Liz with The Stars in the Sky and Hampstead Stage's Stories in the Sky. Lady Chops is drumming all over town, and the Astronomical Society is helping us explore the universe. Teens are firing on all cylinders with cool careers for kids, STEAM and STEM workshops, games and competitions all over the parish, including the Harry Potter House Cup and Capture the Flag for Bastille Day. We haven't forgotten the grown-ups. In addition to a host of movies and crafts and classes, Dr. Joyce Jackson will present a program on African American gospel music in Louisiana on Wednesday, July 17th. That's part of our Baton Rouge lecture series. End of summer reading parties are listed along with all of our other free programs in this month's issue of The Source or in the online calendar at ebrpl.com.
Free access to books, audio, and library resources are just a few of the benefits available to you when you get a library card. Need free access to a computer? You get that. Want free access to premium digital resources like Mango Languages and lynda.com? You get that. Need to book a meeting space? You get that. Heck, you can even check out a telescope or use a digital printer with your library card. If you live in East Baton Rouge Parish, pick up your free library card from your local branch library today. Premium access to everything the library system has to offer is waiting for you.
We're always looking for new products to help grow our community. That includes offering business owners and leaders in the region the opportunity to improve and enhance their own management and leadership skills. So since our digital resources for business leaders like Sage Business Researcher and free online courses in lynda.com and Gale courses have proven so popular, we've expanded with a new resource called Excel 5. Adam St. Pierre joins us now to explain in the Digital Download.
Would you like to make better use of your time? Maybe you want your ideas accepted and acted upon at work? The library is pleased to introduce its newest management and business skill tool, Excel 5. Excel 5 provides you 3 to 5 minute videos from top business leaders and management gurus. Short book summaries written by those experts expanding on those concepts contained in the videos, and articles from leading business journals like Fortune, Fast Company, Forbes, and Inc. magazine. And Excel 5 keeps track of your progress so you can easily go back and review concepts. And it's all free with just your library card. To check out Excel 5, head over to the digital library page at ebrpl.com.
Thanks, Adam. This new platform delivers short, succinct videos and articles on a wide range of topics. I've already enjoyed listening to quite a few. This will help enhance the management skills and grow capacity for leadership in all types of businesses and industries in the region. Check it out. Let's shift gears and check in with Kayla Perkins, reporting in from Beyond the Stacks.
The summer is heating up, and at your library, that means amazing programs. We're at the Bluebonnet Regional Branch for a fun presentation by the Playmakers of Baton Rouge. Let's check it out.
Hey, what do you think they're going to talk about first?
I don't know. I hope it's something awesome, though, like a supermassive black hole that eats up planets, or maybe they found aliens on Mars, or some cool piece of space junk from another solar system. I just hope it's not the boring stuff.
My name's Todd Henry. I'm the Executive Director at Playmakers of Baton Rouge, and we are here today at the Bluebonnet Library location for our Summer Neighborhood Library Tour.
Playmakers have been doing this for years. What's really special is that they make the show all about summer reading. This year we got a space theme, so their show is all about...
All right, so are y'all ready to see a great show? Yeah! Well, sit back and enjoy Spaced Out. Today's show is called Spaced Out, and you'll get to see two kids going to a library to see a presentation. And throughout that, one of the students, Benji, he's bored. He wants to hear about aliens and phasers and all of these great, things you see in movies, and he finds this all so boring. Well, through a twist of fate, he gets magically transported into space, and all of the knowledge that he thought was boring at the beginning is what actually ends up saving the day.
I'm talking about real questions, like have you ever seen an alien face to face? Or have you ever seen an asteroid explode right in front of your face? Real questions like those.
Well, what I think is great about this tour is every year it's based off the library theme, and this year obviously we're talking about space and the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, and it sort of kind of tricks them into learning a little bit of the knowledge. We do it in a fun song, where they participate in activities, so throughout the story of the show, they're actually getting some actual knowledge about space.
I bought a Mercury to visit friends on Venus, but how on earth will I ever get to Mars? Jumped on Jupiter, Saturn's party Saturday, Uranus and Neptune can ride in Pluto's car. Now, technically, Pluto is considered a dwarf planet now, so I like to add a little part at the end that just says, technically Pluto's a dwarf planet!
All this fun has a point. That point is to get kids into the library, get them excited about a subject, and then incentivize them to read a book or two, or one a week for the whole summer.
The reading program many people come in for is the summer reading program, to pick up a log to record book titles that the children read, because they can earn a free book, their name on our wall of stars, our galaxy of star readers. They get a certificate, they get a chance to win a gift card, and coupons from some of the local merchants. So that drives them, especially families that have done it year after year. As far as other programs, we have Farmer Miner and his Reading Pig coming. We have the police dogs trainees coming, and we have the Hempstead Stage, which is another theatrical group coming, as well as our own story times with a craft that draws in different age children. They can find that out on our online catalog, on the source, the printed catalog, and then every branch. We have our own. This is July for Bluebonnet, specific for the families that come in regularly.
So Leah, I want you to jump as high as you can. Whoa, good at jumping. Now, did you feel gravity pull you back to the floor instead of letting you float all the way up to the ceiling? That's gravity. Good job. Now, can we get a round of applause for our motion?
Wow, that was a lot of fun. But the fun doesn't stop there. We've got a universe of free programs planned all summer long. To find out what's coming up next, pick up a copy of our monthly newsletter, The Source, or visit us online at www.ebrpl.com.
Thanks, Kayla. We loved getting spaced out with Playmakers of Baton Rouge. There are a few more shows on the schedule, so consult that July edition of the Source newsletter, or visit the online calendar at ebrpl.com to find out when and where Playmakers will be saving the planet. Stay right there. After the break, my colleague Patricia Husband joins me for a chat right here on the Library Roadshow.
Hi, I'm Ken Jeong from the new movie Wonder Park. In the film, a young girl finds a fantastical amusement park straight out of her childhood imagination. For a magical adventure of your own, look no further than your local library, which has books, games, and activities promoting creativity and discovery. Find something wonderful at your library.
Do you wonder how your family landed here? Do you really know your family roots? Discover more about your family history at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library Genealogy Department. East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Become a member and discover more.
You're watching the July edition of the Library Roadshow, everything you need to know about your local library system. The East Baton Rouge Parish Library is committed to maintaining our facilities in the best possible condition to better serve our patrons. So you might be surprised at how old some of our buildings really are. But as the years go by, not only do people use their libraries in different ways, but the facilities themselves begin to show their age. It's Assistant Library Director Patricia's husband's job to make sure that the buildings are keeping up with the public's increasing demands for technology, programming space, meeting space, browsing space, efficient energy systems, and everything else. All right, Patricia, you know the drill. Tell us, what's going on at the Jones Creek Regional Branch Library?
Well, we're about to kick off a major renovation project that's going to take, 12 to 18 months, we think.
This is serious.
This is serious. This is big. And in the process, what we're going to do is renovate, create some small meeting rooms, some meeting rooms that can handle people from about 12 to 20 people. We're going to create a quiet reading room because people have really enjoyed that here at Maine and at Fairwood.
And even at Bluebonnet, now that we've finished that renovation.
And we're going to have a dedicated teen space.
Oh, we're so looking forward to that.
Behind doors and walls so that if they
Teens
get
can
a
be
little
seen and not
rowdy,
heard.
they can still do that without disrupting anyone else. We're going to rearrange where the circulation desk is. We're going to have an area that can be cordoned off or is separate for computer training, but we're going to have some more computers as well. So it's going to have an entirely new look. The children's area is going to also become refurbished. We're
That's
going to
gonna be
have
great.
a beautiful storytelling area and some interactive features and just wonderful places for parents to and caregivers to sit with children and read and enjoy the resources that the library has.
And you said it's going to take somewhere around 18 months to complete. We're going to have a special open house in July, on July 15th or 16th. What's going to happen there?
Well, we're going to show people what this new building is going to look like. We've already had some meetings, but it's time to get an updated view of that. We're going to let them know where the phase line is so that they'll know how much space is going to be available. Let them know about some of the things that they can expect, like some of the parking won't be available the entire time. During phase 2, we'll have some adjusted places for restrooms, things of that nature.
And there's bound to be some days when the building just has to be shut down for various reasons, but we'll always try to let people know ahead of time.
Yes, and so we will try to minimize those fully closed days.
All right.
There might be some noise. There might be some pounding and hammering.
Just like at your house.
Yes.
So to keep up with the progress, we're inviting our patrons to join us at ebrpl.com and look at the Jones Creek renovation info guide. And there'll be pictures there, the maps are there, the floor plans are there, and hopefully you'll see that arrow of progress going steadily to the right. Thanks, Patricia. We will both be out at Jones Creek on those open houses on Monday, July 15th, and again on Tuesday, July 16th. So I invite all of our listeners to pop in and check it out. Coming up after the break, author Chris Warner, plus book reviews with one of our younger library patrons. All that and more coming up next on the Library Roadshow.
I'm Zoe Kravitz from Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Books are magical, and reading can transform your life. Libraries make sure people of all backgrounds can experience the wonder of literature through literacy programs and access to media. Spread the magic by supporting your library.
Welcome back to the July edition of the Library Roadshow. Chris Warner was born in New Iberia, Louisiana. He attended LSU on academic scholarship, where he earned himself not just one, but 2 PhDs. Chris is best known for his series of books on tailgating and the SEC, although he has many other titles to his credit. Chris lives in Pensacola, Florida now. If you visit the Florabama this summer, you might bump into Chris in his gift shop. Chris joins me now by phone to discuss his career as an author. Okay, Chris, when did you start writing?
I started writing in about 1998 when I was 28 years old. The first book I wrote was The Tailgater's Guide to SEC Football. It is still the best-selling book that I have, and I've written over 20 books.
Did you go to school for this?
No, I did not go to school for writing. I have written a lot. I wrote a lot before I started writing and publishing for books, but I did go to school for a long time. Some would call me a masochist because of that. I have a PhD in urban planning, so that required me to write quite a bit prior to getting into writing books. But I did not go to school for writing, but I did get special instruction from a gentleman who coached writers for 30 years for the New York Times when he was an octogenarian and still with us here on the planet, and I'm thankful for that.
What's your latest book, Chris?
The book I'm going to talk about today is Bushwhacked at the Florabama. It's a book about the iconic roadhouse on the Alabama-Florida line, the last great American roadhouse, some call it. It's a book about the famous haunt, but it's also about its colorful owner, Joe Gilchrist, and his life and times there on the Alabama-Florida line. It's interesting because it talks about Joe's unique economic predicament in life. He created the Florabama, and then in 2010, after enjoying over 30 years of success out there, ran into some financial difficulties associated with the collapse of the real estate industry in America. And I met him in 2010 and wrote about his life out there when he was experiencing that difficulty, and it really draws you in. But the book is interesting. It chronicles all the famous people who have played music there, and it talks about having fun in life, which the original owner, Joe Gilchrist, says is so important for everyone, and I certainly agree.
What's next for you, Chris? Are you working on a new title right now?
I'm working on a book about a renowned sugar magnate in Louisiana from New Iberia, where I'm from, Billy Patu, and a third novel set at Perdido Key at the Florabama. It's called Trouble at the Alabama-Florida line.
How can people get your books?
People can get my books on Amazon Kindle. I no longer sell the hard copy books to Amazon, but you can get digital versions of the books there at Amazon Kindle. Or you can contact me for a mailed book, a real hard copy book, through my Facebook page, Bushwhacked at the Florabama.
If you're a diehard fan of any of the talented teams in the SEC, Chris is the author for you. Now let's check in with one of our local kids to find out what they're reading.
Hi, my name is Atticus, and my favorite book is Dogman Brawl of the Wild. Dogman is about a cop and a police dog who got hurt in an explosion. They had to go to the hospital. The doctor had sad news that the cop's head was dying and the dog's body was dying, but then the nurse lady got a good idea that they should sew the dog's head onto the cop's body, and that's how Dogman was created. The warden was being mean to Dogman, and yes, because Dogman went to jail for a crime he didn't commit. And they called him a misfit and all. The other dogs were mean to him, but now they're feeling sorry for him. Whoa! So you've come to rescue your little friend, eh? Well, you're too late. Just look at him. He's changed. His spirit is broken. His will has been crushed. He'll never be the same again. But I don't feel bad. You see, Dogman's not really a dog or a man. He's a misfit. Even the other dogs don't like him. You should have seen them all around him when he got here. It was so hilarious. My mom and dad bring me to the library. When I come to the library, I like to read books because kind of that's what the library is about.
Thanks, Atticus. I love Dav Pilkey's graphic novels. The drawings have so much personality. Stay right there. You're watching the Library Roadshow.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Hey, I'm Constance Wu. Did you know that Crazy Rich Asians was a book before it became a movie? You can still find books at the library, but libraries have so much more, including educational programs for families and opportunities for community engagement and professional development. So visit your library today.
Hello, my name is Emily Ward, and I'm the Digital Archivist for the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. We are located in Special Collections Department on the second floor of the main library at Goodwood, where Baton Rouge history comes alive. Special Collections is excited to announce the release of the Baton Rouge Room Catalog. The catalog helps users to discover archival collections available for research purposes in the Baton Rouge Room archives, and is comparable to the library's catalog, which helps patrons discover books and other materials available for checkout or reference use from the library. The Baton Rouge Room Catalog is a repository for the Baton Rouge Room Archives finding aids. Finding aids provide information about the contents and context of a collection. Each finding aid provides a list of the box inventories, as well as the biographical or administrative history pertaining to the creator of a collection, a date range, the size of the collection, and the scope and contents of a collection. We recommend referencing these inventories before making an appointment to view collections in the Baton Rouge Room, to learn more about the collection's contents and to ensure the archivist pulls the correct materials before you arrive. The Baton Rouge Room Catalog is accessible through the Baton Rouge Room Info Guide, now available via the library's homepage at www.ebrpl.com. Once you're on the Baton Rouge Room Info Guide page, a link to the catalog is located at the top right of the Home tab. You can also find a link to the Baton Rouge Room Catalog in the digital library. If you have any questions or suggestions, please call 225-231-3752 or visit the Special Collections Department on the second floor of the main library at Goodwood, where Baton Rouge history comes alive.
You're watching the July edition of the Library Roadshow, a production of your East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. If you don't know how to find it, we might as well not have it. That's why finding aids and catalogs are so important. But the best finding aid of all is our library staff. Whether you're working one-on-one with genealogy or local history specialists in the Baton Rouge Room, consulting with staff of the Career Center or Small Business Services, receiving reference assistance or computer training, or getting some help from the staff in Children's or Teen Services. It's all free with your East Baton Rouge Parish Library card.
The summer reading program is all about preventing the summer slide. But before any child can check out a free book, they've got to visit their local library branch. Our programming helps draw them in, programming just like this. The Eden Park Regional Branch Library hosted the Baton Rouge Police Department's Mounted Division for a live demonstration this past month.
We're from the Baton Rouge City Police and we're what's called the Mounted Patrol Division. My name is Paul. That's Mike up there, Brittany down there, and Israel up there.
George Miller with the Children's Department ran the event.
They've done this in the past, so we're familiar with it. And they will introduce the kids to the horses and tell them the role that horses play in keeping the city safe and in their work. And so the kids will get a chance to be outside. The horses will be on the lawn out there, and the kids will enjoy that.
The kids sure did. I mean, how could they not? Look at those horses.
I'm Princeton, I'm 5. My grandma brought me to the library to see horses. I'm looking forward to touching the horses.
Why do y'all wear shoes?
Because
Protect your feet. So since we're always on the concrete or the blacktop, we have shoes on our horses all the time. They get new shoes every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how fast they wear them down. So this one is actually a shoe that we wear, and this is a regular quarter horse size, y'all can see the size difference in them.
Well, the kids receive it with excitement. I mean, they love to see the horses, and they get a chance to ask questions about the horses, and their little eyes light up, you know, because the horses out there. And they do demonstrations, and they love to see the demonstrations. And toward the end, a few of them get a chance to actually touch the horses, and that's the highlight of the day. They get a chance to actually take their hands and rub the horses.
So y'all are gonna be my bad people, all right? So y'all gonna get to screaming loud as y'all want to when I tell you. So since we're in the midst of 100,000, 200,000 people sometimes, everybody's got their radios blaring, the crowds roaring, blah, 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 blah. They're super, super noisy. So we got to get our horses used to loud noise. So our cheerleaders here, they're going to turn around, face the horses. So when I tell you to, we're going to count down 3, 2, 1. They're going to shake their pom-poms as much as they can. And I need y'all to scream as loud as you can. They're going to try to make the horses stand still, and y'all try to make so much noise that they back up. Does everybody understand that? Everybody good? Scream!
It's through partnerships and programs like this that we, as a community, connect kids to literacy.
They have fun, and they learn, and they also are connected with the library. They associate that, wow, the library is a cool place to go, you know? And so that is what we get out of it. We get more kids coming to the library, appreciating the library, and we are hoping that as they grow older, the library will be meaningful to them.
Special thanks to all of our community helpers. We especially like providing kids with the opportunity to see and meet law enforcement in such a fun and friendly way. The Baton Rouge Police Department's K-9 unit and the Mounted Patrol are scheduled for several more stops this July in libraries throughout the parish. Check that online calendar or the source for details. And now for today's contest. Visit the library's Facebook page at facebook.com/ebrpl. Share a photo of your child reading or a picture of you reading to your child, or even your dog, because like Farmer Miner, we don't judge. That's facebook.com/ebrpl, and while you're there, enjoy. We're not your grandfather's library anymore. What's coming up on the Library Roadshow in August? Believe it or not, we're headed back to school, and we've got so many resources to share.
I'll have a few last stories of the summer as we wrap up a universe of stories at the library.
And coming up next month, I'll share another digital resource with you.
Thanks so much for joining us on the Library Roadshow. And remember, your East Baton Rouge Parish Library is open 7 days a week at each and every one of 14 branches, plus 24/7 on the web. Check us out at ebrpl.com.
And that's how I roll.